Yo, it's your boy Timbo back with another video. So today it's gonna be a short one because there's really not much to talk about, and I'm still sick, so I still sound weird, but we're gonna get through it. I'm actually gonna be hooking up to this trailer right over here. I just dropped my empty right over there. You guys saw that in the last video, what it's like to drop one, but now I'm gonna show you guys what it's like to pick up a loaded trailer. So I'm actually going to be taking this trailer down to Plant City, Florida. I'm in Murray, Kentucky right now. It's about a 2-mile or 2-day trip, 830-ish miles. So it's pretty good run, and it's going to be getting me into warm weather, which I'm all for. I'm pretty happy that I'm going to some warm weather, because today I woke up and it was like 32 degrees. So yeah, this cold weather is nice for, you know, not having to have the AC running in the truck all the time. But, you know, having warm weather to where you're able to, you know, have the windows down and drive is always nice, getting fresh air into the truck. But yeah, right now I'm just lining myself up with this trailer to hook up to it. That looks pretty good right there, and now we're gonna back up into it, and I'll show you guys what my process is hooking up to a loaded trailer, like checking everything, making sure the trailer's all good to go. So this is a 126, so it's from 2016, so the tires might be a little bit older, but we'll go ahead and check those. So it looks like it's pretty low. I'm gonna line up really good with it. Yeah, this trailer is really low. So what I'm gonna do, because I'm kind of like on a gravel, as you can see, you know, dirty, rocky area, I'm gonna go ahead and put the truck in neutral, put my interlocking axles on so both of them are working. And unfortunately, this truck, it doesn't have a way to lower down the airbags, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and just force my way into this trailer. Okay, well, that isn't gonna work. So now what we're gonna have to do is actually raise the trailer, because it's way too low for me to get under it. So this rarely happens. This is actually the first time or the second time I've ever had to pick up a trailer. So as you can see, the trailer is way too low. As you can see, my things barely clear it. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm actually gonna have to raise it. You can see the landing gear is really low. So I'm gonna have to put it into high gear, and I'm actually gonna have to raise it. So this is gonna take a little effort because it's kind of heavy. So I'll get back to you guys once I go ahead and lift the trailer up. All right, guys, I'm back. It took me about 10 minutes to lift up this trailer because it was just so heavy. It's a heavy load, I could tell, because the landing gear was super hard to get up even in high gear. But as you can see, if we come back over here and take a look from right there to right there, it'll give us enough room to get under it and go ahead and hook up to it. So let's go ahead and try. Yeah, that was a really low trailer. That's the lowest one I've ever had to pick up. But so push in the brake, and I still have my interlocking axles on, so we'll go ahead and try and back up into this trailer. Get some speed. Okay, so now when we're under it, we're gonna keep going back until we hear a little click to let you know that right there. So the fifth gear should be locked in now. We'll do our tug test. Yep, and we are hooked up to this trailer. We are all good. Like I said, it took me about 10 minutes to hook up to this trailer because it was just so heavy. And even in high gear with the landing gear, it was a nightmare. But now it looks like the landing gear is high enough off of the ground to go ahead and just put it into low gear, which it is. So now we'll hook up the trailer. Okay, landing gear is up. So now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is go into the truck, turn on the lights and the hazards, and that's what's gonna let me know if the lights are working. So I'll come back here, look at the temperature. It's reading 34 degrees, which is good. That's what it's supposed to be set at. Put on the glad hands, put in the electrical connection. Those are all hooked up. And now this is my process of going through checking to see if the trailer is good. So I check the temperature, that's good. It has fuel, it has a little bit more than 3/4. Come back here, make sure the turn signal is working, which it is. Check the tires for some good tread. No bulges, no gouges, nothing like that. All of these look good. All of them have air. Now we'll come back here, take a look. Lights, those are working. Top marker lights are working as well. Make sure the door is closed and sealed, which it is, both of them. Check these tires. These look good. They all have air in them. No bubbles, no gouges. Make sure the mud flaps are there. Make sure that turn signal is working. And it seems like we are all good. Trailer doesn't have any damage on it. DOT bumper with the tape, the reflective tape, that's on. It's leaking some condensation. That's fine though. No damage on this side of the trailer. So we are good. Now, what I usually do is, as you can tell, the tires are slid all the way to the back of the trailer, which makes it harder to turn, and my weight isn't going to be right with them all the way to the back. So I'm going to go into the inside of the truck. Then I'm going to go ahead and push the trailer brake to supply the trailer with air, because I have what do you call it, air release tandems. So go ahead, push only the trailer brake in, and I'll wait till the air pressure builds, and then I'll go ahead and I'll resume the video once I get back over there to slide my tandems. Alright guys, so I pulled up to this little area over here. Now I'm going to go ahead and slide my tandems, and I'll show you guys what that is like. So for our trailers, the way that they work is that with some trailers you have to pull the tandem release, like there's an actual lever that you have to pull out. It's manual, mechanical, but with this one it's powered by air. So what we'll do is, if you come under here and look, there's this little knob right here, and to do this, if you look at these pins right here, if you watch these, when I pull it, it pulls those pins in, so it allows the wheels to slide. And so I'm going to slide them about, you know, more towards the front. I like to have a little bit less of a turning radius. I like to have more towards the front. But with this load, if it's heavy enough, I'm going to go get it scaled out, which it feels pretty heavy, so I'm definitely going to go have it scaled out. Make sure I'm going to be legal, because I'm going to be driving about 120 miles, and there's going to be a lot of way stations I pull through, especially in Florida. So to slide the tandems with our trailers, you don't push in the red brake, but you push in the yellow one. So you push on the brake, push in the yellow one, and I'll put it in reverse. So the wheels are stationary right here, and when I back up the trailer, it's going to pull the wheels farther up on the trailer. So I don't know if you guys will be able to see that, but when I start reversing, it starts sliding the wheels forward. So I'll stop right about here, pull the yellow brake in again, come back out and see where they're at. Alright, that's a little bit too far forward, so now I'm going to have to go forward a little bit with them. So get back in the truck, do the same thing, but instead of reversing, I go forward a little bit. Okay, so I'm going forward a little bit, and I'll stop right here. Go ahead and check again, make sure the tires are where I want them to be. Alright, and that looks good. So now what we have to do is we have to lock the wheels in place, because the pins are still released, and you have to make sure that they get into those holes. So I'm going to go ahead and push both the yellow parking brake and then the red trailer brake, and what that's going to do is going to put pressure back into the system and push those pins back out, but they might not be in their holes, they might not be lined up. So what I do is I pull out the red trailer brake again, so now the pins have pressure on them going back out. And I'm going to go ahead, depending on where my tires are at, I'm going to go forward and lock them into place, but sometimes I'll reverse and do the same thing. So now I'm in drive, I'm going to go forward a little bit. And then, I don't know if you guys heard that, but there was a loud click, which means that the pins are set in their holes and the trailer is ready to roll. So I'll go ahead and I'll go get checked out. I'm going to get my paperwork, and then I'm probably going to head to a scale because this load feels pretty heavy. And then I'll go ahead and I'll get back to you guys once I get some better scenery, because I'm going to my next fuel stop in Jasper, Tennessee, and I will be there in about 4 hours. So I'll go ahead and start this video back up once I get some more views. I got to charge my camera because it's a little bit low, but I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Give me 1 second. Alright guys, I'm back. I just got my paperwork checked and everything, and I'm rolling down the road, but I thought that I would give you guys a little view of kind of like what I see, because this is a pretty part of Kentucky. I'm in the part called the Land Between the Lakes, and it's what it implies. It's the land in between the two lakes that it has, and I'm about to be going over the other one too right now, so I thought I'd give you guys a nice little view, a little bit of scenery while I'm driving through. But it's a nice little foresty area out here. And then once you get to this lake, it's super pretty. It's really pretty that, having this lake, especially during the daytime when it's like the golden hour, where the sun's beating off the lake and everything. Oh, it's really beautiful. But But yeah, I'm going to the Loves right now. It's about 40 minutes away from where I'm at currently to go get scaled out to make sure my weights are right and everything, because when you go through Florida, or when you get into Florida, there's, I think, 2 weigh stations. There's an agricultural inspection station, which is also a weigh station. Then there's another one that you have to go through, which I definitely don't want to be overweight. And my tandems are kind of like in the middle, so it's like a 50-50 if I'm overweight or not. I checked the trailer and it looked like a lot of weight was more towards the front, so I'm going to get scaled out just to make sure, because the load's about 41,000 pounds. So if everything goes good, my truck should be about 76,000 with the truck and trailer combination and everything. So you get a little taste of the lake right here. Oh, it's a really small one, but out there it's super pretty. I got really dark tinted windows, so you can't really see too much. But you got people walking their dogs, nice little trail that you can walk on. A lot of parks around here too, which maybe one day I'll stop in. Not with the truck, obviously, but if I'm ever down here for whatever reason in my car, I'll stop into these parks and see what they're all about, because I'm a foresty guy. I really like nature. I like the forest. Coming through here when it's summertime and the trees are all green and there's leaves when they're turning, and fall when they're turning yellow, is real nice. I really like this part of the job, at least, because you get a lot of good scenery. You get, you know, to see some things that a lot of people don't, and it's refreshing when you get to see all this stuff. And it's right here, this is where the lake's coming up, and this is really beautiful. I love driving over it. You see, you got the nice bridge right there. Here, I'll lower my seat for you guys. You got the nice bridge right there. You got the pretty big lake on both sides, got over there, and forest covering both sides. It's beautiful. I really like driving through here. I come through here kind of often. Here, I'll roll down the window. You guys won't be able to hear me because of the wind, but I'll give you guys like a nice little view. It's very pretty, very pretty. It's about 10:39 right now. I'm going to be going into Eastern time zone by the time I stop today, so I'm technically going to be an hour ahead. So I'm going to try and find some truck stop to stop at around 5 or 6 Eastern time. But yeah, I'll catch you guys back when I go to get scaled out to show you what that's like. But I thought I'd just give you guys a nice little view of Kentucky, Murray, Kentucky. I think it's still Murray. It might be a different town now, but you know, very pretty. Very pretty. I'll be on the highway in about 15 miles, and then it's going to be another 20 or 25 until I get to the Love. So I'll catch you guys back then.